A single text shattered 15 years of carefully constructed silence. Selling the house, Errol? Can we talk? Statement. Hook. This wasn't just a message. It was a ghost demanding resurrection. Liana, the woman who'd evaporated from my life, now reappearing as I finally planned to erase her last trace. My jaw tightened. Question Hook. Why now on the precipice of my freedom? 15 years earlier, Liana, vibrant with auburn hair and an unreadable smile, had abandoned me for Victor, a married man, everything she claimed to despise. I, Errol, 47, carried the gaunt weariness of a man who'd seen too much. She'd left our home, leaving only a chipped mug and a gaping wound. The real estate agent's voice echoed, Arizona couple, strong offer. Ready to proceed? I almost deleted Liana's text. Emotional Hook. My hands trembled, my resolve tested. But some stubborn part of me typed, come by. Intrigue. Hook. I craved answers, even if they tore me open again. She didn't knock. She never did. The front door creaked open. Liana, still elegant in a flowing beige trench coat, stepped inside as if time hadn't dared touch her. Statement. Hook. Her presence was a punch to the gut. You kept the code, I managed, my voice rough. You never changed it, she countered, a ghost of her old smile. And she was right. Question Hook. Was I a fool or just hopelessly sentimental? She surveyed the living room, smaller, shabbier. I know I don't deserve this, she began, but I had to see it before it disappears. Contradictory. Hook. The woman who vanished now mourned a disappearing house. I scoffed. You vanished without a word, Liana. You don't get sentimental about drywall. She placed a faded photo on the counter. Us, years ago, painting the kitchen. I found it. Victor never saw it. Action Hook. Stop. The name alone stung. Emotional. Hook. My stomach churned with old resentments. I didn't leave because I loved him, she whispered. Intrigue Hook. Her next words ripped through the stale air, a truth I never anticipated. I left because I thought I was pregnant with his child. My world tilted. Emotional Hook. Every breath felt borrowed, every memory tainted. Pregnant? With Victor's child? My silence was a scream. She detailed the false alarm, the desperation, Victor's empty promises. He never left his wife, she admitted, eyes downcast. Not even close. My bitter laugh felt like rust in my throat. I blamed myself for years, I rasped. Thought I bored you. Turns out all I needed to do was not be him. Her face crumpled, but I felt nothing. Statement. Hook. Her regret was a currency I no longer accepted. She handed me a yellowed envelope. I wrote this 12 years ago. Apologies, memories, unspoken grief blurred on the page. I read it, a perverse fascination drawing me in, like watching a car crash I'd already survived. Errol, she said, her voice barely audible, I didn't just come to say goodbye. I came to ask you something. Intrigue Hook. The air grew thick with unspoken dread. What fresh demand could she make? I'm sick, she confessed. Leukemia. Emotional Hook. My heart hammered. Was this another manipulation? But the raw fear in her eyes was undeniable. Victor left, my family. I burned every bridge, except yours. You didn't just burn my bridge, Liana, I retorted. You detonated it. Yet her plea for me to accompany her to an appointment twisted something inside me. Question Hook. Could I truly abandon a sick woman, even one who'd shattered my life? Action. Hook. I decided in a single, painful breath. One appointment, I conceded. That's it. The drive was silent, punctuated by unspoken tension. At the clinic, she whispered, when this is over, there's something else. Something I should have told you 15 years ago. Intrigue. Hook. My mind reeled. What fresh hell awaited, even worse than the last? Back in the driveway, she confessed. When I left, I took something that didn't belong to me. She pulled out a thin folder. $48,000. Your retirement account. Statement. Hook, the number punched the air out of my lungs. A brutal fact. $48,000. My years of struggle, my endless worry, the financial abyss I'd assumed was just life's cruelty. It was her. You stole from me, I choked out. I was desperate, she cried, tears finally falling. Victor's promises didn't come with money. Emotional hook. Shame burned through me, cold and relentless. She hadn't just stolen money. She'd stolen my peace, my future, the man I might have been. You stole years, I accused, my voice trembling with suppressed rage. Contradictory hook. I had blamed myself, but the true culprit was far closer. She offered to pay it back. I laughed, a broken sound. You think a check covers the damage? I stepped out of the car, into the cold evening air, leaving the folder behind. Inside the empty house, the weight of her deceit pressed down. Intrigue. Hook. Yet the final, most devastating truth was still to come, waiting to detonate. When I left, she whispered, Victor didn't know about the money, but someone else did. Question hook. Who else was complicit in this monstrous betrayal? Cole, she choked out. My brother, my jaw locked. Cole, who'd remained silent, claiming it wasn't his business. He'd helped her access my accounts. He said if you found out, he'd take the fall. Said you were too fragile. Statement. Hook. Betrayal ran deeper than I ever imagined. A wound from within my own family. But something shifted. Not anger, not grief, but an unexpected calm. The truth, in all its ugliness, was finally out. No more wondering. Action. Hook. My life would change in this very moment, irrevocably. I'm not going to forgive you, Liana, I said, a new strength in my voice. But I'm not going to carry you anymore either. This today was the last time I'll let your past dictate my peace. I handed her the folder. Keep it. Use it for your treatments. I'll be fine. Her shocked "but why?" was met with my unwavering gaze. Because I'm not like you, and I don't want to be. She left. No hug, no final plea. Just a quiet, heavy goodbye. I stood in the empty house, breathing a breath I hadn't realized I'd held for 15 years. That week I sold it, bought a small home by a lake 2 states away, signed up for pottery classes, started living. Statement hook. My life had finally changed, a rebirth from ashes. I stopped needing answers from someone who never had the courage to be honest until it was too late. I gave myself the closure she never could, and that finally was enough.